Yeah, if I have to put this on my chin, I just keep remembering that Steiner was here a week ago. Oh my god. I've got my little facial hair on his facial hair. This is so weird.
There you go. That's what I'm talking about.
Shout, kid.
Thank you very much. I appreciate it. Cousin, my man, don't dash yet. This looks like $2,000 to me. This looks like $5,000.
Give me, let me see.
The deal's for $5,000. That's about $2,000.
You know what?
Yourself.
You know what? This pisses me off. I told my people it's supposed to be $5,000 here, and look at this shit. They stiffed us.
No, they stiff you, because I want my money, man.
Son of a bitch, you know, you can't count anybody today, but look, I'll tell you what, let's not fucking hassle about it now. Take the $2,000, and on the next score, I promise I'll make it up to you.
Look, man, don't jerk me off, alright, man? Jerk somebody else off. This is bullshit. I need $5,000, not a $2,000 thing, man. Don't do this to me.
Look, don't be unreasonable. You're not dealing with Johnny Bananas. Come on, yeah.
Nah, I know I ain't dealing with Johnny Bananas, but can I have my money? Can I say it slow for you? Look, I need $5,000. Read my lips. $5,000 is what I need. This is bullshit here. I can't do nothing with that.
You know, if you want to be a fucking asshole, you can take the whole load and smoke them yourself in the park.
I don't smoke like a strike. I smoke king size cat.
I can't make a price in my fucking head. Fuck this. Nice doing business with you, kid.
You realize you're driving like a jackass back there? Alright, come on, what are you doing? You gonna fart out my dick?
The Florida Man Podcast.
Holy shit, don't get shot!
Are these all your lunches? You mean eat other people's lunches? Stop it!
Hey guys, welcome to another episode of the Florida Man Podcast. I am here with our friend of the show, Peg Leg, and our special guest, Cam Bertrand.
Yeah.
Say hello.
Hello.
How are you?
Good job.
All right.
I know that was difficult.
I'm so good at it.
Obstacle 1 out of the way.
Let's see. Our first topic of the day has to do with health and environmental issues.
Important for everybody.
This comes to us from the CDC, none other than an unwelcome discovery by a couple of salad eaters.
The worst kinds of people.
A sorted ingredient. On Saturday, the company Fresh Express announced a precautionary recall of some of its packaged mixed salads.
First of all, I don't like any company whose name rhymes. Fresh Express. Get out of here. You trying to be clever?
Oh, absolutely. They are all trying to trick you. But, well, there was two people in Florida that found a dead bat in their leafy greens.
Well, just one? Just one bat? What are you bitching for?
One.
We got to get them to eat some protein somehow, right?
Yeah, right?
According to the CDC, the two had eaten some of the product before finding the decomposed organism in a 5-ounce clear container of the organic market-side spring mix.
But did it taste good? You know what I mean? Like, were they? I know they were appalled once they found out it was bat, but like before they found out, they were like, "Hey, this sounds kind of good."
Presumably, they were fine with it, right? Up until they noticed.
Pretty good.
Placebo effect? That's kind of opposite. But out of an abundance of caution, Fresh Express says in its statement that they're taking all of them off the shelf.
Yeah, but I mean, like, all I'm saying is
They're very precautious
they got
of them.
extra meal with their meal.
Hey,
you know
what? That's true. That you always pay extra for chicken on a salad.
Exactly.
That's right.
You know?
Yeah.
What's the
You got bat for
problem
free.
with a little bit of meat?
Presumably, this is farm fresh, right? Like, this wasn't a bat that got shipped. This was a local bat.
This
that
is a
ended
local
up in your
bat. I like to think that they're gonna be
Your
like
friendly neighborhood bat.
they're gonna be with their friends, like on the low, and they're just gonna be like, "Hey man, I'm not gonna lie, that bat was pretty good. Yeah, it was pretty good. It was pretty,
I've seen some movies where they fry bats at campfires and stuff. It looks delicious. I don't know.
Three Amigos, right?
Yeah, that was
absolutely.
it. That was it. And then all the animals start singing and stuff. I mean, it looks like a blast.
It's pretty much a paradise at that point.
You know what? I've learned this: the uglier the animal, the better it tastes. Bats are ugly.
Yeah.
I bet they're delicious.
I'm sure they are.
I like that logic. Yeah.
You ate the wings. You dip them in some sauce.
Yeah, I'll do bat-a-wing. Let's do
So,
a bat-a-wing.
The Florida health officials are starting to investigate the matter. Due to the animal's decayed condition, the CDC couldn't immediately rule out whether this particular bat carried rabies, But it
Immediately
recommended
rule it out. I feel like that's something you want to rule out right away.
it recommended that the people who ate the contaminated salad receive the treatment for the disease.
Hey, we're not saying you have rabies right now, but we're saying you might have rabies right now.
Both people reported being in good health, and neither had any signs of rabies, says the CDC, if you trust them.
Yeah.
But
It's the government.
they say a lot about how rabies is pretty common in bats.
Imagine,
But you can't really get it from eating bats.
Yeah, imagine that being any other situation though. Like you sleep with a girl and then she's like, "Hey, I'm not saying I had herpes, but I'm also saying that I might not have herpes."
I recommend that you get it checked out.
Yeah.
The CDC recommends that you should go get looked at right now.
There seems to be a recurring theme whenever officials need to state something on these weird public things. They go, this is just a recommendation. I just don't want to go on the record any other way.
Yeah.
What was the last one?
I don't want to get too crazy, but you guys know rabies is like the most deadly disease
Seriously?
ever. Yeah.
Dude, I look at rabies like,
Nah.
Right. It's like that crazy dog thing, right? But apparently it's got like a 99% fatality rate.
Oh, okay. Fatality rate. I was going to say the most deadly is malaria. That's killed half of the people that have ever died ever.
Oh, well, mosquitoes are motherfuckers.
Yeah.
You
That's
know,
real?
Yeah. Well, they say mosquitoes have killed more people than all the wars put together.
that's
Like,
not,
since
yeah,
the
but
beginning of time.
they also credit mosquitoes with like AIDS and stuff.
Yeah.
That's false.
not fair.
That's a myth. That's a myth because it's carried in the saliva of the mosquito, not the blood that they suck up. And
What, you're not making out with mosquitoes? Come on, man.
That sounds like a
I'll
CDC
tongue
show.
mosquito down, bro.
There's a couple girls I could classify as that, probably.
Because they were suckers. Blood suckers.
I wish that was the reason. Succubus, maybe.
Dude, hearing those facts is almost like hearing the daddy long legs are like super poisonous, but they can't reach us. Like, is that real too?
I don't know. I've heard that's complete bullshit, but I've heard it so many times. I'm kind of like, well, it must be true,
Now I
right?
want
It
to
just
like
keeps
cut its
getting
legs off and
repeated.
be like, this is deadly.
Well, it's kind of like a lot of people feel about religion, right? It's like, if I'm wrong, it's really bad.
Yeah.
It's really
But
bad.
if I'm right, then I get to live a really good life. Yeah. I'd rather just not know. I don't even want to find out.
So, moving on here, we have this is a dual themed. There's two stories here that are
Two
related.
themes or two guys fighting each other? Like
Same
that kind
theme, two stories.
All right.
My dad is facing child neglect charges after letting a 13-year-old drive with a 2-year-old passenger in the car,
So these would be your siblings.
which ended in a boy crashing into the canal. Yeah, half siblings. The Florida Highway Patrol said my dad gave his other son permission for him to drive his car around the neighborhood. The boy was traveling on what looks like Butt Street. It's probably pronounced Butte, but I like Butt better. Butt Street. And he approached an intersection at high rate of speed and failed to stop. Boy lost control of the vehicle and ran off the road, traveled into a driveway, and then tried to right the car after then rolled. Yeah, he didn't try to right it after it rolled.
All I'm saying is, natural selection's pretty good.
I know, right?
Pretty good at its
Then he
job.
rolled into the canal and got submerged. But here's where natural selection failed. The boy was able to exit the car and remove the 2-year-old. So this 13-year-old could be considered a hero if he didn't cause the problem in the first place.
Yeah, he's the worst kind of hero.
Yeah.
The accidental hero. I hate this kid. I hope all
My
the
dad
kids-
was arrested
my
for
God.
child neglect.
This is the one time I wish I was still in school, just so I could just roast that kid.
Yeah.
Just be like, dude, you had one job. You had a car. You were the coolest kid for 4 seconds.
Yeah.
You drove it down the street. Everybody was like, yo, Chris has a car. It's amazing. And then you ruined it.
When I was that age, I got fucking robbed for my bicycle. You know what you've
Yeah,
done for
yeah,
a
yeah.
car?
I've had 3 bicycles taken.
I gotta tell you,
Me too.
Yeah,
I think
man.
3.
when I was that age, if someone had told me, yo, I stole my parents' car, I ran it off the road, I flipped it a couple times, and then I saved the 2-year-old out of it, I've been like, shit. That's,
you'd
that's
have
pretty
been- you'd
damn
have
cool.
been
There would have been
amazing.
high fives all around my middle school.
Yeah. Yeah, you know what? That's a good way. That's a good way to flip that story. Because
Exactly.
if I would have went to school with you, I'd been like, you didn't steal it. He let you do it, and you ruined it.
Hey, who writes history?
Who
The victors? Yeah.
Winners.
That's exactly right.
Winners. Just ask
didn't the
DT.
didn't the dad go to prison or he's facing charges?
Yeah, he was. My dad was arrested for child neglect.
See, I think that's kind of bullshit. Because who doesn't let their kid drive a car every
Right,
once
that
in a
seems.
while?
I don't think it was really.
But it's not
neglectful.
because of that 13-year-old. It's because there was a 2-year-old in there.
You know what? Plot
Yeah,
twist.
yeah. I mean, you don't let him put a 2-year-old in the back.
Plot
That's
twist.
true.
Plot twist. Your dad hates both of the kids, and
So-
he's really trying to.
Trying to double down on that
He's trying
action.
to double
Yeah.
down. He's like, he didn't even teach him what the brake was. He was like, gas pedal all the way down into the lake, bro.
Go that way, you motherfucker.
He
Fucking-
sacrificed his Buick just.
He's got insurance on that shit. Though. Then the related one is another. This is my mom, though. You know, they're quite a team. She's a math teacher, and she let a 14-year-old drive her to a Waffle House because she was too wasted to drive.
Sounds reasonable to start with.
Yeah, for sure.
I'm starting like. Let me just finish first. My mom was intoxicated and had an open beer in the cup holder. She reportedly consumed 5 drinks and told officers that she was too drunk to get behind the wheel. She was booked on charges of child neglect and allowing minor to drive. So they got the same charge. They're the child neglect.
Yeah, but your mom was with
Seems
them.
inconsistent.
Yeah, that's, the mom was at least there. She wanted Waffle House.
This ain't no mom. This is the teacher. This is a teacher.
Oh, it was a teacher? Oh,
Yeah. Not related to the
that's...
kid.
Hey, man. This is a big thing.
So,
what does
how?
she teach?
Why were they in that
teachers-
situation? Where were the teacher and the student in the same place while she
Super
was
drunk.
so wasted she wanted to go to Waffle House?
I just want to be there for that conversation.
All I know,
That's at
yeah.
school?
Yeah, he's like, hey, can I get extra credit? And she's like, you got a car? I got a car. Let's go to Waffle House.
I don't want to suggest something else is going on, but I know when I have somebody drive me to Waffle House at 4 a.m.
Yeah.
Dude,
Then,
you know what it is? I bet you that kid was playing her, right? He was like, he wanted to go to Waffle
Oh,
House.
I want
Yeah.
He's like,
double
dude, my
fucking
teacher's
chocolate chips.
wasted. Let me see if I can get her to take me to Waffle House.
I'm gonna get them almond
And then they
sprinkles
got
on
pulled
there.
over. Then they got pulled over, and the cop, he's like, "Baby, you got to take this one for me. I
Yeah.
can't go to jail again."
I can't
She's like,
take this charge right
"Okay.
now.
Well, it was my idea, officer.
I really wanted a grand slam.
Waffle House actually has a system that I think FEMA uses. It's crazy that Waffle House is like the standard by whether a community's been wrecked. If Waffle House is still open.
Yeah.
And like, I'm sure you all have been out to the beaches since we're here in Florida. And the whole thing could be shut down, but if Waffle House is still open, that's like condition yellow.
Yeah.
It's not red until Waffle House closes.
I don't trust any establishment that has a 24-hour lobby. You shouldn't be able to walk in at any given moment.
Oh, I thought you meant like
Mc-
political lobby.
No. Like McDonald's. like even McDonald's
oil
lobby
companies? Yeah.
closes. Like Waffle House, you can go whenever. 24 hours. That's insane.
Anybody can just come in there and take a shit.
Yeah.
Anybody.
Anyway, I don't like that.
Thank God.
I'm not saying we need separate bathrooms. I'm saying we need a time limit on when these bathrooms can be used.
Term limit. So now we get back into more classic Florida stuff,
Oh, Ponce de Leon or whatnot?
My dad is in trouble again for enjoying a bottle of wine while standing naked in his driveway.
You can't stand naked in your
yeah.
own goddamn driveway.
This is America, baby.
I mean,
America.
if we are a pretty libertarian state, right?
I would, yeah.
We're goddamn the frontier.
That's so frustrating.
Anyway, it was in Okaloosa County, which is a fantastic place if you've ever been there. Deputies were called to the home of my dad on Sunday evening after a neighbor reported a naked man was hanging out in front of his house, and they responded to that complaint of lewd movements.
I respect anybody who's willing to stand outside naked, because that's a lot of confidence, man. We don't have
Absolutely.
confidence like that in this day and age, you know.
A lot of people compare doing stand-up to
So
standing naked in front of a bunch of people.
And you know, the penalties really only come in if people don't like it.
Yeah,
If everybody's enjoying the show,
Yeah.
it just keeps going.
yeah. So
I
I
don't
want to know what this
understand.
guy's
Yeah.
build is. Is he 6'6", 250? Like, I
Well-
want to know.
I have a feeling that if it was like severely attractive, the cops may not have gotten called.
Yeah.
But he
just
was
some jealousy.
he's more the
That's what it
type
sounds
that
like.
has a bottle of wine sitting right next to him. And
Sounds about standard to me. I don't know.
then they found no clothes were in the immediate area, so this is premeditated.
Premeditated driveway. Fucking, all right.
And he said, so my dad, who stepped behind a trash can when deputies arrived, told authorities he was just taking out the garbage, and he also said it was hot outside.
That's fair.
Yeah.
You know, I don't.
Everybody knows it's fucking hot.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
You know what?
fucking
A
hot.
naked neighbor is a good neighbor. That's a neighbor who's going to let you borrow sugar. That's a neighbor who's going to let you borrow the lawnmower. That neighbor has nothing to lose. You know?
Yeah,
Little bit of dick slanging.
Little dick- Hey.
And, I think there's sort of an unwritten understanding too. It's about what time of day it is. If you're
Yeah.
coming out in the morning to get your newspaper, well, kind of look the other way. If your bathrobe spreads wide for a moment,
3 p.m. is unacceptable.
yeah,
As long as that's all.
yeah, yeah.
Spreads wide.
Close on by 3, Jim.
He's being held in Santa Rosa County for $76,500 bond.
Wow, that seems extreme to me.
Let's start a GoFundMe.
Especially when the clear resolution is just go back inside.
It's got to be a rich neighborhood.
Why you gotta send him to jail? I don't know.
My goodness.
What if he just didn't own clothes? What if he's a divorced man and they took everything?
Well,
See,
that
now
is
now
that's
we're
a
all on this
possibility.
guy's side, you know. Now
It's your fault, Sharon.
Sharon took everything. My Dale Earnhardt shirts is gone. I can't live without my Dale.
You used to walk out every day in my fire suit.
You ever had somebody take everything from you?
Yeah. All I want is my Jack
How
Daniels.
about I take your gun right now, Mr. Officer? That's how a lot of these things end.
$76,000 in jail.
So, this one's a little more serious, as you could say.
Oh, hang on a second then.
Fix your nuts.
Okay.
All right,
I'm ready.
good. My dad is behind bars in Santa Rosa County after deputies say he took retired deputy's uniform and his firearm. And he went into a Target pharmacy in Pace and asked the pharmacist if he could take a picture of Suboxone. So, obviously, pillhead. The pharmacist asked to see his credentials and for a letter stating the purpose of the photo. My dad was like, look at this star on my uniform. And said he could give the pharmacist a letter later. Pharmacist apologized for the inconvenience, but I guess turned him away. Later they looked at the footage and said that they saw him also leave with a Coke and a pair of pants without paying for them.
I don't like
So it's
this
like
guy.
plan B. Plan B is like, oh, I'm getting something.
Yeah. I think I came here empty-handed.
Well, then he went into Publix and used a cell phone to take pictures of another box of narcotics. I don't know what he's doing with that. If he's trying to like order them online or something,
Does
maybe.
he not know how to Google?
It's like
Google has all of these pictures. I promise you.
It's junky porn when you can't get your fix. You just pull up the pictures. You're like,
Yeah, look at this Klonopin.
Oh man, I would fucking snort the shit out of that right now.
That'd be so high.
I'd take that shit. I'd put it right in my. Never mind.
I'd do you till it hurt.
Deputies were able to find a license plate number through the surveillance footage and trace the car. My dad was a house guest at retired Santa Rosa County officer deputy who was unable to confirm that my dad had borrowed the car, but he probably did. The retired deputy told the investigators that my dad had also taken a firearm and 2 separate magazines that were fully loaded. So I guess he had a plan C there too.
by any means necessary.
Well, this is Florida,
It's
you
fucked
know.
over.
Maybe that was just, grab your wallet, grab your keys, grab your gun and your 2 extra magazines.
I like that he grabbed 2 extra magazines. Do you understand that means that he has a maximum of 30 shots? That's a lot of bullets for like one heist. If you're reloading,
That's the maximum? Why is it the maximum? What if each magazine had 30 shots? Well, we don't even know what kind of gun
He's
is
got banana clips
Did I say
for a handgun.
Uzis, baby.
Yeah,
There's no ban on assault rifles anymore.
I wouldn't think that, except I've seen them.
Yeah. I wouldn't think that, but he's from Florida, so you know what? He might have a round drum connected to this 9mm.
Recoilless rifle in his fucking garage.
You can't stop me. I'm Rambo. I'm gonna get my colada.
All right, so back to the fun stuff, right? We got a sausage bandit. My dad, Florida man, allegedly stole sausage, then jumped off a bridge to avoid being arrested.
You know what?
I can't even
let him go.
say that.
Let him go. That guy needed that sausage.
Let him go.
He's in debt to the mob for sausage. There's a reason he needed it that bad. Sausage is like $4. Get.
It's like at Trailer Park Boys and Ricky's Eyes getting pepperoni from the gas station, and then he just.
Oh, absolutely.
He's like, Jacob, I'm not paying for this.
It's $4 while Publix is open, but at 3:30 in the afternoon, sausage is a rare commodity, my friend.
What's the?
But if you wait till 3 in the morning, it's everywhere.
What's the movie?
Well, that depends on what variety you're in the market for, I suppose.
Everybody gets sausage at 3 in the morning. What's the movie? Dirty Deeds. That's what this sounds like. This sounded like he had to do this or somebody was getting got. Like he had to make sausage get gotten.
He owed batteries to the other homeless guy. That's
It's the German mafia.
Yeah.
You must bring us the brats.
He shows up. He's like soaked from the river water. He gives him the sausage. They're like, "This is horrible." He's like, "You don't know what I had to do to get this."
And there's the mustard.
Dude, my dad, he stole a grand total of $10.38 worth of summer sausage from
get him.
Publix.
Let him go, man.
While my dad was being escorted to the police car, he took off. He ran through a neighborhood, crossed lanes of highway traffic, onto the Bricks Bridge, and then jumped off onto the ground approximately 8 feet below.
Wow.
It's like an X-Man getting the
Yeah,
sausage.
did Jason Bourne just steal some sausage?
8 feet is not that big a deal, you know? Like, if you've ever dunked and then, like,
Let go.
stood on something to dunk, and then, like, hung up there and then jumped down, you probably did that, you know?
I wish they wouldn't have told us it was 8 feet.
Yeah.
Be honest with me, Florida boy. What's the farthest you've ever jumped to get some sausage?
$300. But even that didn't stop my dad. Officers had to taser him twice before he was captured.
That's a hefty amount of sausage. He stole $10 worth of sausage.
Yeah.
You had 300. That's 30 times the amount of sausage.
Yeah.
2 charges out of a taser probably cost more than $10.
Yeah.
And he got the best sausage.
He's in prison right now receiving so much sausage.
Apparently, he also gave a false name to police for he's charged with that. And, false name while lawfully detained, and shoplifting, and resisting an officer without violence.
Wow.
Now, it's always curious how they decide that.
No, you can't leave it there. What's the false name?
Leaving it there.
The sausage smuggler?
I
The kielbasa killer?
I think it was Peg Leg
Kielbasa
Pele.
bit, yeah.
The brat burglar?
The brat burglar. That's nice.
Okay.
The knockwurst knacker?
So,
Wait, I might have 1 or 2 more.
okay.
No, I don't. Never mind.
All right. We got to go back to education for this one. I know that comes up a lot in this, but we have the best teachers in the country, so
There's no doubt about it.
It's a kind of,
The
we
Florida
got it.
school system is pretty much the envy of the nation.
Yeah, in the world. My mom, a teacher in Hernando County, has been fired after giving what parents thought was an inappropriate assignment. A sheet titled "How Comfortable Are You?" asked Fox Chapel Middle School students how comfortable they'd be in certain situations. They center on race, gender, sexual orientation, and other traits about people that make some uncomfortable, in quotation marks.
Wow.
This is hilarious to me because I been loving this regressive left stuff. The ABC Action News interviewed parent Jennifer's 12-year-old daughter was given the assignment. How comfy are you to see a group of black men walking to you on the street? That's one of the questions. Yeah, she
Shout
said
out
that's
to all the
that's
little
not
girls
good.
who are so comfy. With that. Oh, so comfy. I'm so comfy with the Daryls coming my way.
Student Tori concurred. I thought it was very inappropriate. I thought some of them were racist. I thought some of them were sexist. Examples on the sheet include, your dentist is HIV positive.
Yo,
Did I say B or B?
Jesus. These are good questions.
Another one is, the young man sitting next to you on the plane is Arab. I think you have to pronounce it like that.
That's so good. That's so funny.
This Tori, the student, was given the sheet in her Leader in Me class. The teacher apparently told the class that they were not allowed to take it home or show their parents.
Hey, y'all keep this between us. I just want to know where y'all stand.
When did Leader in Me become a subject? That
so
sounds
funny.
strange.
How do y'all feel about these people?
Yeah.
Is it fucked up though with the Arab one? I'm thinking about like what seat we're all in.
Yeah.
Because if I'm on the aisle seat, I'm not really worried about it, you know. Because then you got to be like, "Yo, excuse me, you mind if I?"
Are you Islamophobic? Are you Islamophobic, man? Fucking that. No, that's a rational fear. It's a rational fear. If there's a bunch of people blowing shit up that look a certain way, and that somebody that looks like them is right next to you, it's really hard to be mad at you for that.
Yeah.
I'm just saying, I feel like I'm the gatekeeper at that point. You know, he's like, "Hey, you know, can you move your knees out of my way? Can I scoot by?" I'll be like, "No, nation saved."
Yeah, can I get up and go to the bathroom? I know why you trying to get up. No, you. Yeah. Dude, those questions are so funny to me. That a teacher just... It's at middle school.
She's trying... Yeah, it's middle school, and she's trying to figure out who the bigots are.
Yeah, but like you're going to stop them early. You'd be like, hey, like, who's putting a 5 for uncomfortable?
They did say that teacher was only hired in January, so she was only fucking our kids up for like 3 months. But,
you know what? I want to interview that lady and just be like, hey, where were you going with this?
Oh, I know,
You know, like,
but they won't identify her. I mean, I know it's my mom because I'm related to her, but they won't say her name. So
I'm not gonna lie though, I'm a little worried. Like, what were you worried was gonna happen if she kept going?
Yeah.
Like, I don't know. My teacher was asking my little girl about something, and now my little girl is
so afraid of black people. Just so afraid.
She considered it.
Yeah, that
she thought about it, and now it's over.
That questionnaire really got to her.
yeah. She's coming home talking about Sharia law now. I'm like, what?
Like, I don't know if Brown versus the board's the right move, man. I don't know.
Their hips don't lie. Oh wait, that was the other law.
Oh man. Okay.
I just wanted true or false with it. It was like, who can dance better, black people or white people? And she's just like, I don't know what to do.
Now I'm uncomfortable. So this is our last one here. I'm just gonna get into it. This is good. All right. So next time your friend or significant other asks you if they can give it a try at the slot machine that you have supplied money for,
Sold.
think again. They could end up leaving with your $100,000 jackpot. My dad put $50 in a slot machine at Seminole Hard Rock here in this is the Fort Lauderdale one. At one point,
story then.
yeah, never mind. At one point, my dad let his friend Marina push the button for luck. Then suddenly, lights flashed and the pay line showed that he had won $100,000 jackpot, or so he thought. Once managers of the casino analyzed the video, it showed that Marina pushed the button, which made her the rightful winner of the jackpot.
So they were together, though, right?
Yeah.
How dare she? How dare this entitled broad?
Once
Oh my God.
the Seminole spokesman Gary Bittner couldn't say much, but he did reiterate the rule when it comes to the gambling. The person who pushes the slot machine button or pulls the arm is the person who wins the jackpot.
Straight up, I'm going into casinos now and just pushing the button as soon as somebody puts money in.
Out of my way!
Button. Yeah.
Oh man, that's a loophole right there.
Whoever wins, those are my earnings by the loophole. I know you put the money in, but dude, I beat you to the button.
Yeah.
I beat you to the button. Stop bitching, man. Play the game.
Stop. You know, like wear a trench coat, you just hide behind people, so
Yeah.
they wait till they put the money in, and they're like, no,
Just
gotcha.
what? Yeah,
That's,
man.
I don't know, that's pretty fucked up. Because, sometimes I'm at the craps table, maybe I have someone blowing my dice.
Yeah.
Sometimes I go gamble other ways, maybe I have people blowing something else.
I don't know.
And
man.
I don't feel like they earned my
Not at
winnings. No.
If it's that deliberate, then they probably fucking would take it higher courts and
That's
it
insane.
would
If
get
she-
appealed to go to the Supreme Court. And it was like a button stalker.
Yeah.
They probably changed the law to
I mean,
get
logically,
rid of
you
that,
think
right?
the money gambled,
Or maybe
is
they
the
have to
money
do it
won.
after him.
It's
Yeah.
his money gambled.
Right, like I put the money in, I
Yeah.
just said press the button.
That's what it should be, but that's what happened here. It's his money. She pushed the button. She gets
So
the
does
jackpot.
she give him $50 out of that money? Because if she won $100,000, that's what the money was.
Well, let's move on for a second. Let's see. All right, so
This guy's
Not only
covering for
did-
the button pusher lobby.
She's dead.
not only did my dad lose the cash he put it in the machine, but he has barely heard from Marina since she walked out that night with the jackpot.
She's dead, dog.
That night,
She's-
she even asked armed security to keep an eye on my dad as she walked out. Again, okay. She said, I said, what are you doing? And then she gets up and walks out, he said. Weeks later, she allegedly said that my dad sent my dad a text saying, still hate me? And he responded, how could you do that to me? And her response was, I miss you.
I'm so distraught right now. Because this dude, this entire time that he hasn't talked to her, has been contemplating how to kill her. He's been sitting in a dark dungeon going, this bitch has to die. She has to die. I lost $50 and $100,000.
I did have to say, I've dated a stripper before. And
What?
I recognize this.
I'm sorry. Florida,
Behavior. Yeah.
Florida boy has dated a stripper before? What kind of crazy world am I living
I
in?
miss you.
Yeah.
Yeah, I miss my money. I hate her. She's the
know
type to
this
have
feeling.
blown through that money already.
That's what I want visitation on, right? You
Yeah.
can keep the kids. I
wanna
want to see the money one time.
I miss you. My dad said he's still furious about what happened, but now he has an important message for other slot players.
Push the button.
Don't ever let them touch the button. Don't even let them touch anything for luck, because they can do whatever they want, especially what Marina did to me. Marina
Okay,
said
so
That's a
that.
complicated message.
So, if she
Well,
pushes
I
the
fucked it
button
up a little bit.
and he loses,
Don't read too much into
she
the
owes
everything
money.
part.
Watch how you play those slots.
Yeah,
There you go.
If he loses, does she
That's
owe
a
him
double
the money
entendre.
because she
Yeah, I
pushed
know.
the button?
I heard that.
That's insane, dude.
I know, man. It's his money. Why?
But if she would have pushed the button and he would have lost money, would
Yeah, does she
then
owe him
have
the
to
money?
Owe him the money? Because I hate her. I don't.
So far, though, to be fair, we've only heard his side. So here we go. Here's Marina.
What's her side? I
Marina
won a hell of
said-
money.
Marina said that my dad became distressed when they found out the jackpot wasn't his. He all of a sudden went ballistic. And he started screaming in front of everybody. Really
did he-
not
So,
bad.
so this sounds like when I said
Kinda-
you couldn't keep the money,
kind
you
of.
freaked out. That's pretty reasonable, right?
Kind of expected there. But,
As long as he didn't punch
But
her in the throat, I'm on
didn't
his
do
side.
that. But she said then that he sent her threatening text messages. One said, having me as an enemy, not good. Followed by, we'll see who made the big mistake. It won't be me. Marina
then
said
she
she
said she
offered
missed
my
it.
dad some of the winnings, but after the text he sent, she rescinded the offer.
Some of the winnings.
Bullshit!
Dog, some of the winnings? You're
Yeah.
going to offer me some of my money?
Oh, I'll give you your $50 back you put in the machine.
Here's enough money for a bus ride home,
Yeah.
right?
Oh, my God. I just can't stop
Can
thinking
you,
of ways that she gets fucked up.
Here's a little bit extra to get a dildo on the way home.
Oh,
Oh my god.
I'm so glad I have $100,000 to tell you to go die.
Oh my goodness. Well, this has been another exciting episode of
I'm
the
upset
Florida
that
Man
we're leaving
podcast.
on that story. That story made me sad.
What?
Because that guy deserves all of that money.
You know, you're right. I got one more.
Oh,
Let's do it.
Oh, the encore performance.
Good. Because that lady upset me.
No, I don't.
Oh,
We did that one
shit.
already. Shit. It was sitting over here. I thought it was a different one. Nope. That's it.
Y'all remember Dunkaroos?
We're going to edit that
Don't
part
just
out.
eat, you Dunkaroo. Yeah, man, I'm down with Dunkaroos.
All right, we can get rid of that.
Y'all
Fruit
remember-
roll-up is
y'all
what I was
remember
trading for,
Blockbuster. We just start talking about old shit.
Y'all remember what we used to have in our middle school lunch boxes?
8 tracks and...
Cam,
Now it's just prunes and geritol.
I want to thank you guys for coming in another episode of
Yeah,
the
man.
Florida Man podcast.
Thanks for having us.
Cam, you got anything? You're playing at some places. You got Side Splitters coming up. You doing anywhere else?
Yeah, man. I'll be at the Bonkers Comedy Club in Orlando at the end of this month. So it's like April 29th, 28th and 29th. And then I'll be at the Laughing Skull in Atlanta the 1st through the 8th of May.
He'll be.
If you live in Atlanta, cool. If you don't, you know, I didn't say that.
Yeah. Yeah, he'll be around. You're gonna see him. You can't miss him. But Peg Leg Pele.
Yeah, I'll be playing soccer with the, the One-Legged Pirate League. We appreciate all your donations. It all goes to a good cause.
Booty.
And thanks to all of our fans for coming out. Thanks for coming out. We really
Appreciate it, guys. Well, I want to say to y'all listening, thank you again for joining us. And happy Florida Day, which is every day. Go fuck yourselves. Never mind.
This podcast is produced with little regard for feelings in general by the Reverend Corey Cahill John Ignatius Lavelle. The music has been accessed by Oracle and channeled to the Reverend Corey Cahill John Ignatius Lavelle. He then recorded and produced it. Our sound engineer is the Reverend Corey Cahill John Ignatius Lavelle. There is one other guy that does stuff. In no way should any of the content of this program be considered legal advice or simply advice. Don't be dumb. Okay, that's advice.